I'm Chris Novoselic, and on behalf of Grays River Grange number 124, welcome to our 2020 Christmas special. Happy holidays to everyone. The Grange was founded as the Patrons of Husbandry in 1867. This was in the aftermath of a devastating civil war. The Grange was started as a way to make community stronger through our right of free association. The Grange is a non-partisan community group, welcoming people from all walks of life. The Washington State Grange was established in 1889, 2 months before statehood. Our Grays River Grange was chartered in 1902. For over 100 years, our Grange has been serving the people of western Wahkiakum County. Our projects include maintaining the Grays River Cemetery, a wonderful place to visit loved ones. Grangers established a cemetery in 1914. We maintain Meserve Park on State Route 4, and we also maintain Alberg Park, which is next to the only covered bridge in Washington State. Grangers volunteer their time and spend our funds so the public can enjoy these special places. Our historic Grange Hall has hosted farmers markets, sponsored spelling bees, and candidates forums. Every Wednesday at noon, the group Alcoholics Anonymous makes use of our hall for meetings which follow public health guidelines. Our Grange is run by volunteers and supported by contributions from community members. Special thank you for the contributions to Rainier Timberlands, Stephen Appelo and Wahkiakum West Communications, and the folks who send in extra funds with their membership dues. Thank you, Ray and Barbara Milner, for donating the property west of our Grange Hall. Grays River Grange is going strong through the use of technology. We use a private, fee-based social network to stay in contact, and during lockdowns even have teleconference meetings. The service does not track us and sell us to advertisers. There is no misinformation or partisan media, which is inappropriate for Grange meetings. Send us a note to the email below if you are interested in checking out our social network. Finally, thank you Grange member Mike Backman for arranging this community internet broadcast and giving our Grange an opportunity to connect with people. My best to all you viewers, and now I will turn you over to our Grange Secretary, Darlene Amer.
Thanks, Chris. I'm Darlene Amer, Secretary of Grays River Grange. I'd like to take this time to present our membership pins to 10 of our members. We present pins for every 5 years of membership. I'm going to start with Julie Tennis, who is a 5-year member. Next is Matt Tennis, who has belonged to the Grange for 5 years. Followed by Megan Agee, 10 years. Kurt Steinke is another 10-year member. Followed by Carol Irvist, who has belonged to the Grange for 15 years. Esther Gregg, 30 years. Bob Pyle, who is a 40-year member. Pearl Burns, who has belonged to the Grange for 45 years. Bobby Miller, who has belonged to the Grange for 60 years. And last but not least is Tom Irving, who is a 70-year Grange member. Congratulations to all of you, and we'll see you in 5 more years.
Good evening. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. My name is Sulema Zaire. I am the treasurer for Grays River Grange. We have $1,000 that we would like to present to our very important community groups. The first one is $200 for the Grays River Fire Department, $200 for the 4-H in Wahkiakum County, and $200 for the senior luncheon in Rosberg, and $200 for the West End Pantry, $200 for St. James Family Center, and I would like to thank you very much for all the great work that you do, and we're wishing you the best New Year 2021. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Bob Pyle, 40-year member of the River Grange, number 124. Back in 1822, a New York clergyman named Clement Clark Moore spun together Christmas memories for his children. The poem he wrote featured a red-suited Santa in a reindeer-drawn sleigh, a never-empty sack of toys, and stockings hung expectantly above the fireplace. He called it A Visit from St. Nicholas, and it was then published anonymously in a newspaper in Troy, New York. It captured the public's imagination. The poem's opening line, "'Twas the night before Christmas," soon replaced the original title. But one reason Moore's poem has endured is that it is a joy to read aloud. Beginning in hushed suspense, the poem builds to a dramatic crescendo as the rollicking verses usher in the mysterious midnight visitor. A tale of anticipation and wonder, the night before Christmas has become a holiday tradition in itself for many families. So as you open these pages, whether for a first-time Christmas or to recall those past, celebrate and share the timeless joys of this enchanting holiday. And I will add that this has been a tradition for us here at the Grange for many years too. Normally I have the children gathered at my feet, and we will imagine that that is the case here tonight as well. And children all over Wahkiakum County tuning in to share our Grange Christmas with us and our holiday season for everyone. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and all of our winter ceremonials for everyone. And now in that tradition, I would like to share with you The Night Before Christmas by Clement C. Moore. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With the little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Everybody now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came without bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished in ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his sack. Oh, his eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. But a wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Good night.